Hey there, my name is Brett Farrell. I'm founder of the Farrell Group, your favorite lead gen agency, as well as home of the Million Person List. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to warm up a dead list, even though if you haven't even communicated with them, or essentially they've just kind of just died out after 2 years. Like, I'm using 2 years and using this as just kind of an example of over the time, over the years, or over the weeks, over the months, whatever. If you don't communicate with this list, they're going to forget about you. So it's kind of the same concept. Let's look at this in real life. If you haven't talked to somebody in 2 years in real life, I mean, let's just be real here. When we have these communications with people online, it's real. But if you're looking at this and you have a friend that you used to be close and you want to reconnect with them for whatever reason, could be that you were going to a family reunion, or you have a high school reunion, for instance, let's say that, and you haven't talked to them in 2 years and the reunion's coming up. How do you re-engage them? What do you do? Well, a lot of times if you're actually going to meet with them or talk with them, say for instance you're reaching out to them on Facebook, or you're actually giving them a call, well, what you usually do is you just ask them how have things been. You catch up with them. You tell them you're still thinking about them. You tell them or give them something that's worth their time. Try to give something as like a gift. So in this case, they may have came in with a blueprint, a checklist, some type of a quote unquote lead magnet. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start slowly building back up to mailing them on a regular basis. One of the best ways that we've done this is using quizzes, because a quiz is essentially just this at-home self-assessment that actually has a lot of steps built into it. So those quizzes, what they'll do is that it just re-warms up the list, and it also gives you a lot of data about who they are. And so if you use a quiz or you use some type of tool that encourages them or gets them to take a number of steps but also benefits them greatly, then I 100% agree and believe that you need to go down a path that is giving first. Try to give 3 things in a row. And if they still haven't answered, they still haven't opened, and you've officially gone to their death spam box, then move them off your list and then completely go away. All right? Completely don't mail them. Just leave them alone, okay? Because the thing about it is, eventually, if you're continuing to mail lists that aren't responding to you, your deliverability will go down. It will go down so much that you will start going from inboxing to social and promotions and then spam. So that is the track record. That's the approach by which you're going to end up. That obviously is mostly through Gmail, but you have to understand, like, if you keep mailing like a dead email, and again, 2 years I feel isn't too long of a time that they could have burned that email address, but you're going to also run into a realm at that time frame that there's a very good chance that they've already switched the accounts and aren't even touching that email address anymore. And then that's where, when you start mailing emails that are now shut down, that's the number one way that you're going to start getting complaints. You're going to start getting like spam traps. You're going to start basically falling in to a lower credibility with all your email providers. So again, give great value. Give as much as you can out of the gates. Slowly warm them up back into your normal schedule. Do an email, see how it goes. Send an unopened, see how it goes. Go and actually try to lead with as much value, and go with I have a gift for you and I want to know how I can best serve you, and send them a deep dive survey. Honestly, I think that in this realm, you have to think, what can I do to get in somebody's good graces, and what would you do in normal life to actually get them back in? And that is really asking questions, finding out more about them, giving them something worth their time, and also giving them something that they're going to really want to pay attention to, that's not out of the box, that's not just out of the ordinary, that makes you unique and makes them remember why they subscribed to you from the start. Okay? So if you're curious even more about how you can build or rebuild the list from scratch, from the start, and you maybe want to do it right the right way, we put together a checklist for you on how we do our lead gen and how we serve our clients and also build all of our in-house lists. This is our million-person checklist. This is what we use to build all of our tools. This is everything that we've learned over the years. And we've got it in one very cool little downloadable cheat sheet. So if you want that, which I hope you do, go ahead and head on down under below this video. There's a link to go and get that. It'll actually drive you right over to the next page, and that page is where you can actually grab it. Super simple. Really think it's going to do you some good. So thank you for tuning in. If you can, very much appreciate you liking, sharing, dislike it, whatever you want, comment. I answer them personally. Really appreciate for you tuning in. My name is Brett Farrell with the Farrell Group. Thank you. Have a fantastic day, and I hope you check out some of my other videos. There'll be some links below and on the side. Thank you. Take care. Bye.